The Australian government just spent $20 million on advertising. Not fixing the problem, explaining it. I'm getting very close to swearing. I actually haven't seen this advertisement yet, so we're going to watch it together. And then we can think out loud and try and get our tentacles around why the government thought it was a good idea to spend $20 million on this advertising campaign.
The global fuel shortage is affecting us all. To keep us moving, the government has been working to secure Australia's fuel supply and has a 4-level National Fuel Security Plan. We're now at level 2, and we all have a part to play. Together, simple action.
So we're at level 2, we're catching the bus. He loves the bus. I'm pretty sure that Albo is obsessed with public transport, which I'm in Canberra and it's not that accessible for me. So heaven help anyone else that's more rural than I am, and I'm not rural.
Can make our supply go further and save fuel for our truckies, farmers and essential services. Every little bit helps. For fuel-saving tips, visit fuelplan.gov.au. Authorised by the Australian Government, Canberra.
All right, a couple of questions before I move it back into centre. So it's a 4-step plan. I don't remember seeing what step 1 was. So I dare say step 1 is what? Business as usual. Just carry on with your life and go from that way. Step 2 is obviously fuel, not shortages, but I suppose less fuel consumption, or catch the bus as you've seen on those different things. It didn't even go into stage 3 or stage 4. It made reference to them, so I don't know what's going on that. But one thing I can't get my head around is that who would have thought this is a good idea to spend $20 million of taxpayers' money on an advertising campaign that could possibly double up as a tourism video. But in all honesty, who in their right mind would have signed off on this advertising campaign to say, hey, look, we're going to potentially use $20 million of Australian tax funds for such a very low-level advertising campaign that doesn't really explain anything. It just has some really picturesque people in it, and that's the extent of it. Kind of going back to that farmers, going back to the truckies, going back to the emergency services that I've said in previous videos, where they're kind of using them as the throwing them out the front of the bus, literal bus in this video, to kind of basically say, hey, look, you need to get behind your nurses and your police and your fireys and all these different things. It's nothing to do with us. And I have seen a lot of commentary in the comment field, so thank you very much for all your engagement. I absolutely love it, and thank you very much for putting up with me, persevering with me. And if you like this kind of content, please consider liking and subscribe to the video. But what I'm finding is that a lot of people are very passionate about their political opinions, which everyone should be. Me personally, I'm not politically aligned. I like to keep everyone accountable. I like the people to work for me and work for the Australian public, not the government, and actually earn our votes. Like I was saying, is that I've had a few comments calling me a cooker and all these different things. And if you are overseas, that's kind of like a sovereign citizen, from what I gather. But I'm trying to bring attention to these topics. I'm not trying to create mass hysteria. I'm not trying to create all these different things. I'm trying to get my head around and a little bit of thinking out loud to kind of bring to attention to people that these are the kind of things that are going behind the scenes that you don't necessarily see, and kind of flesh it out from the community perspective. By all means, everyone's entitled to their own political opinion, and by all means, drop it in the comment section. I'm happy to engage and happy to chat to you and all those different things. But please, please understand that I have no political affiliation. I literally read all your comments. I love all your comments and love looking at all the different perspectives and all those different things. And you kind of give me a lot of stopgaps of all the different things that I could, don't come across in my research when I actually look at these videos and actually start digging them up. So really, really, really big thank you for that as well. In the next video, I probably will be looking at Albo and his Singaporean adventures, where he's actually gone over to Singapore and teed up a deal, which is not really what it turns out to be if you look at the wording. I'm not going to ruin it, but we'll talk about that in the next one. So if you like this kind of content, you want to help the channel grow, by all means, please like, share this, have a chat to your friends, and go from that perspective. Like, every little like, every little view helps. And I really don't have much more to say, but thank you again, and we'll catch you next time.